So last week we started with 2-digit by 2-digit multiplication, which was a review from 4th grade math. This week, and I know we attempted it, some of us actually did attempt 3 by 2 multiplication this last week, but I have graded them and there are some struggles. So I want you to have this step by step in your notebook, and we're going to add a little help to it, okay? So we're going to do some color coding, and the color coding is to help us know where the placement of the numbers needs to be, okay? So when we start with the tens digit, we're going to highlight that digit first, okay? And everything that I multiply by that digit goes in the first set of boxes. So we're going to highlight those with the same color. Everybody understand that? So when we multiply, again, we take our factors and we multiply by each place value. Okay? So for the first factor of 7, the first place value we're multiplying by is the ones. Everybody see that? So we've got 7 times 3 is what? 21. And we're going to carry our 2 above the tens digit. Now I'm taking that same factor times the number in the tens digit. So 7 times 5 plus 2. 37. So the 7 goes in the tens place. The 3 is carried to the hundreds. Then I still have a factor that needs to be multiplied by the hundreds place. So 7 times 4 is 28. Plus 3, 31. So that's what I saw when I was grading. There's nothing in the thousands place, so the 31 can come all the way down to the product. That's what I saw last week. We were multiplying correctly, but we forgot to add our number we carried. Now, the next important step before we move on is to understand that I'm done with this one, and I'm done with this one, so I want to cross them off. I'm also done with this digit in the ones place. So where it would normally go in my product, a 0 has to hold its place. That's another thing I saw some errors in, is people saw the 0 in those guided practices, but then moved their numbers over to take over the 0. The 0 is the placeholder for this ones digit that we're no longer using. Okay? So this is a placeholder. For my tens digit, it gets another color. And so does the product area where it will go. And this can be highlighters, this can be Sharpies, this can be colored pencils, whatever you need to give you that visual differentiation in numbers. I just like the highlighter because you can see through them if you go overflow. Now this number that's in the blue is a tens digit, but it still has to be multiplied by the ones, then the tens, then the hundreds to complete the problem. So I have 2 times 3 to start. Notice I'm not putting it where the 0 is because that's a placeholder. I'm putting it under the tens place. So 2 times 3 is 6. Then I have 2 times 5. That's 10. So the 0 comes down. The 1 is carried. I accidentally changed colors of my pen. Then I cannot forget that this 2 still has to be multiplied by the hundreds place. So 2 times 4 This number's not crossed off because I'm ready to use it. So plus 1 is 9. Okay? Now I'm going to take the orange product and the blue product and add them to get my final product. Okay? So 1 plus 0, 7 plus 6. Bring down your 3 and carry your 1. 1 plus 1. Now I've done 3 digits, so I can go ahead and place my comma so I don't forget it. And 9 plus 3. 12. There's no reason to carry it because there's nothing else to add, so we can just bring it into our final product. And that doesn't get color. Does this look like a more visual appealing way to understand how to do your multiplication? Okay.